Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Outsiders. As you can see, me and my dad are out here at the river once again. But we're not going to be targeting salmon this trip. We're going to be after some nice trout, some steelhead, or some brown trout. So we're switching up locations now. And it's actually nice because we have a nice, easy trail to walk on instead of through the woods over some big boulders. So I already noticed as I started walking down here, it's like, oh wow. This hike's a lot easier than what we have been doing to get the salmon. So
we ain't going up though.
Yeah, the mission today is to get on at least one fish for me and my dad. Now we did go out fishing once before the rainstorm, and that was yesterday to one of the local tributaries. We're probably fishing a little higher up than we should. Maybe fished for 4 or 5 hours and only had one fish on the line, but ended up losing him. So we figured, hey, tried the creek after the rainstorm. Now let's try the river, try to catch some fish. So let's keep on walking and let's get fishing. Alright guys, just got down to the first spot of the day, and before we get fishing, let me show you our trout setups, because I did show you the salmon setups in the last couple of videos. So this is what we run for trout down here at the lower. So I got myself 565 center pin spooled up with a blood run skein cane. I've got 17-pound mainline monofilament down to a bead, down to my 3/4 of an ounce float right here, down to a 1/2 ounce inline sinker. I've got my shot line, which is a 1/4 ounce of weight, and that is 14-pound test, down to barrel swivel for my leader. And the leader we're running right now, the water is just a tad bit stained. It could be a little more stained, but we're working with it. So I've got on a 10-pound leader today, down to this little natural looking 8mm yellow bead and a size 10 bead hook. So that's our float setup. And then if our float setup isn't working, for our spinning reel, this is where we throw our spinners. And as you can see, I also have on a 3/8 of an ounce crackhead jig with a little 3-inch swim bait on there. This is all we ever throw at the river, these swim baits and my custom spinners. Got the Riversider 9-foot Fluger President Supreme with 15-pound fluorocarbon mainline and leader, same as the float. We're running 12 and 10-pound leaders. So let's get out there. Let's try to catch some trout today. Here we go, guys. Fish on. What the heck do we have here, man? What the heck, guys? We have the little, tiniest ever steelhead on the line right now. Micro steelhead. What the heck? Well, hey, I guess it's a fish. Man, out of all my years fishing the river, I have never ever caught a fish this darn small. Just a little jack steelhead on the bead and bag combo. Alright, I guess we'll try to hold it up for you. Ain't gonna be much of a show, but we'll hold it up. Well, guys, there it goes. Slimed right out of my hands right there. Well, hey, I guess it's my first steelhead of the year. Not a big one, but hopefully we can get a much bigger one than that. We were only here for about maybe 30 minutes or so. And yeah, first hit on an egg sack. I'm gonna have to throw out another one and hopefully get a bigger trout this time. All right, guys, just rebaited, put another little egg sack on here. Hopefully we can replicate that same thing, but just with a little bigger fish. And hey, maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a different species as well, because earlier on in the day, probably only 20 minutes ago, I was watching the shore right here and I seen a big old salmon swim by as well. So let's see what else we can catch today. There we go, fish on, fish on. Fish on, guys. Nice fish on too. Oh snap, guys, he's peel and drag. Uh-oh, I don't think we can stop him, bro. I don't think we're going to be able to stop this one. He's freaking peeling, guys. Gonna tighten it up just a little bit. He's not stopping, bro. He's gonna spool me. Bro, I think he's gonna spool me. Ain't no way I'm stopping this thing, dude. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, he's off. Ain't no way I was stopping that, man. He took a giant run downstream and he didn't stop, man. Salmon? Dang, I have no idea what it was. I didn't even see it, man. I guess we're just gonna have to get back out there and try to catch some more. We got it. Alright guys, it looks like my dad has a fish on right there. He was just fishing on the float probably about 10 minutes after I caught mine. Or I didn't catch mine, but I lost mine. Looks like he's got a fish on. Come on now. Come on, baby. What were you floating there? It's a brown. It's a brown, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice steal. Got the net's right by you, Noah. Come on. Don't go by the rocks. Don't go by the rocks. Oh, that's a nice chromer, dude. I changed up to a chartreuse bead. I think it's chartreuse. No, salmon color. Exact color. Woo! That feels good. Now we gotta land it. That's a big one right there. That is my first ever salmon of the year. Yeah. All right. Beautiful steelhead right there. Chrome to the dome. Let my dad hold them up for you. Here I sat here thinking the beads aren't going to do it today. Yep. There we go, guys. All right, guys. First of the year in the river. Check it out. First river steelhead. Beautiful, man. All right, turn them loose. There we go, babe. Thank you for biting, dude. There you go. Now, guys, what you didn't see before this about, I don't know, this is before I hooked mine. My dad was throwing one of my spinners and he actually hooked a brown trout on there, but unfortunately spit the hook. Spit the hook, yeah. So this is about, I don't know, 45 minutes after that. Finally got my dad on a nice trout, nice adult on the day. Now, man, guys, I gotta get myself on a big one because that jack ain't gonna do it for me, man. I gotta catch one before the sun goes down. So hey, you had a runner. I did. So let's get back out there and let's try to catch some fish. Hey, it's 40-9 in the Bills game. I've been cheating and looking at my phone. All right, guys, about halfway through our fishing adventure right here, and me and my dad decided to move spots, so he's just climbing up there right now. This spot was actually pretty productive. I caught that one jack steelhead. My dad caught that one nice chrome steelhead. I've been seeing a lot of brown trout cruise by the shore, but it looks like they're hitting some bugs or insects on the top water because they keep splashing out of the water. But I did lose that one fish over here. I'm not sure if it was either snagged or it was either a monster lake trout, because I know when you hook lake trout they like to fight deep like that, and he could have just got in a current seam and started ripping, or either a giant salmon. And twice over here there's a boulder in the water that I run my spinner past, and twice a lake trout came out. One of the times he hit it, didn't get hooked. The other time he just chased it in. So we're gonna try one more spot before the sun sets. We probably got an hour and 30 minutes before it sets, so let's climb up this hill and let's try another spot. Oh. Come on now, we're almost there. Uh-oh, stuck in the tree. Oh. Uh-oh, that's a pretty small hole right there. Let's see if my dad's big belly will be able to squeeze through it. Alright guys, been fishing this second spot for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. There definitely are fish here because I did see two browns surface, but man, those browns are not eating whatever we're throwing, man. We're trying jigs, spinners on the spinning rod, and on the float we got beads, a whole different array of colors. We tried chartreuse, pink, peach, yellow. Even our egg sacks, man, they're not working for these brown trout, so I think we might give it one more spot before we call it a day. So we'll get back to you, catch any more fish. Aha! Looky what we have here. This might be our last catch of the day. About 30 more minutes before sunset, and we found ourselves a nice, I've never seen this type of float before, number 16, whatever brand that is, balsa wood slip float. Alright, if we can't catch one more fish, I'll certainly take this, so we're going to keep on fishing. This third spot we moved to, we actually have seen quite a few Lakers jump, but nothing yet. So 30 minutes before the sun goes down, let's try to get one more. Alright guys, and that's going to wrap up the video for today. All in all, not a bad day of fishing. At least me and my dad both caught one fish today. I got my very first steelhead of the fall season, which was nice. Too bad it wasn't a big one, but hey, what are you going to do? Before this rainstorm, like I was saying, I went to the creek once, and after the rainstorm I went to the creek once. I hooked 2 steelhead and lost them both, so it's nice to get on my first one of the year. But man, too bad I couldn't land that big one that was peeling drag on me. Yeah. And the 2 lake trout that chased in my spinner. Too bad they didn't commit and get hooked. My dad, it's probably not on camera, I don't think he was recording, but he had a nice brown trout. We think it was a brown trout because that's what we've seen cruising the shores today on the spinner. So too bad he wasn't able to land that one either. It probably fought him good 15 seconds, but not a bad day of fishing. Hopefully we get a little more rain to push some fish in. There was a hole at the third spot too where I found that balsa wood float. There was Lakers jumping like crazy, but we couldn't hook them either, man. We were just throwing the wrong baits today. Yeah. What are you gonna do? So it's gonna wrap up the video. We're gonna get out next weekend, hopefully get on some more trout action. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode. Adios.